Today, we joyfully present Supreme Master Ching Hai's deep-fried vegan rice paper wrap with mushroom filling and vegan squash and coconut soup, part 1 of 2.
Hi there. We're going to make some simple mushroom wrap, meaning we're going to wrap some mushrooms into rice paper. You can buy them in any Oriental shop. They call it rice paper. The thing they're using to make a spring roll, and for that we need the little hot water to soften them before you can wrap them. We also need coriander, cilantro, and we have some mushroom, fresh mushroom here. Beautiful mushroom, wow. Seasoned mushroom, very, very good. That's all we need, yes. And for seasoning, we need just black pepper and a little mushroom seasoning and salt. We have it all there, yeah. I have some warm water here, not too hot, just warm. You're gonna soak it in there. When we need to wrap, we have to soak, just dip it in quick and take it out. Right now we chop everything together first. The mushroom and the coriander, we chop them all together. Very finely chopped. We can chop the coriander also in a similar way, or just finely cut. If you hold the tip of the knife and then just put it like this way. The vegetable will not be spraying all over, just stay there. When you're cooking, don't forget to recite the holy name. You can recite any holy name you like. God, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad,
peace be upon him,
Guru Nanak, any saint that you revere, Maria, Joseph. Like that, your food will be more nutritious because it's blessed by the divine loving power. Coriander already chopped and put there. I'm going to take out the mushroom. Just a handful of coriander and some mushrooms. I have how many here? About 7 mushrooms, this big. As big as my wrist. See that? About 7, 6, 7, 8 of them. And we also going to cut them into fine slices and chop them finer. In the similar way, you chop your mushroom finely, as fine as you can. It doesn't matter that much if it's a little rough. You can do it like this also, yeah, holding onto the tip of the knife and the hand of the knife and just gently chop it downward. That's it. Good. Then we put it together with the coriander. Just leave it there and continue chopping until you finish. Remember to wash all the vegetables. Soak them in salt water as usual. Just recite the holy names or name when you're preparing the food. Even the mushrooms, sometimes I put it in a beautiful wrapped already and clean looking, but I suggest you wash them. Soak them in salty water for 3 minutes to 5 minutes. You can wash them thoroughly before using. It's safer that way. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. After we chop them all already, we can mix them together, okay? Mix the coriander, the mushroom, mix it thoroughly. Good. Now you put some salt in it, like a teaspoon of salt, a little more. It depends on you. You taste a little bit and see how it goes. And some mushroom seasoning. The mushroom seasoning you can put like 1 tablespoon in it. The mushroom seasoning doesn't have glutamate and it tastes sweet, that's why. And you sprinkle some black pepper in it, like 1 teaspoon. Yeah. And we put 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. There's some other kinds of seasoning if you want, otherwise that should be enough. I put a little bit more of the stock seasoning, like 1 teaspoon. Okay. The stock seasoning is kind of salty, so we just have to be careful with it, that's all. Mix all that seasoning, sugar, salt, black pepper, all together. Mix them all well, yeah? I can even taste it. Should be okay. I think I put a little bit more black pepper, just a little more. But it depends on you, huh? Depends on how sharp you like it, or how much of the black pepper taste that you like. Okay, we mix it all well now. Wonderful. It's good. First we put some olive oil in the pan and turn the heat on. First we turn it on very high and wait until the oil is hot enough to deep fry. We put like half of the oil in this pot. Turn the heat on high. Any pot you like, any frying pot. Please don't laugh. I don't have enough equipment in my house. Yeah, I'm very simple and sometimes it doesn't look very sophisticated. Like it's not a proper frying pan or anything. But I use anything as long as it cooks, okay? At home, if you have a proper frying pan and pot, please use it. Don't try to match the exact color and the exact pot, okay? No. We have to put the rice paper into the bowl of warm water and get it soft and ready. Then you can put it aside like that, or put it on the chopping board or on a plate to prepare. If you want to cook this, you have to put the rice paper into the water quickly, but make sure all the sides are wet. And cut into half, and just prepare 1 or 2 at a time, because it gets softened very quickly. And if it's too soft, it's not easy to handle. Yeah? If it's too hard, it won't wrap well. You prepare this similar to the spring roll, you know? I cut in half of it. Now I fill it with some of this mushroom. Just a little. Like a tablespoon. Yeah. And wrap this around it. Wrap it nice and well. It doesn't matter if it's not nice. You can always eat it. We wrap it. Just like that. Doesn't matter if it comes out, okay? About this size. See? Just wrap it up. Like the finger size. Yeah, and put it there. Ready for the next one. 1 tablespoon. You put right in the middle of it. Not too much so that it doesn't melt, okay? So 1 tablespoon. And put the 2 ends together and roll it. Roll it at finger size. Or bigger size is or whatever you like. It's not a big deal. As long as it tastes good. Good looks good, but tastes good is even better, huh? If both looks good and tastes good, then wonderful. Yeah. Another one here. Wrap it together. Put the 2 ends together, double it, and just roll it. Yeah. Whatever shape it comes out, it's okay. And put it there. Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect looking. If it's too perfect looking, it will seem like, machine made. And it's not so appetizing. Oh, my humble opinion. Okay. The thing is to have fun. Have fun with cooking. Have fun in giving it to people. Alright. Yeah. I think the oil is already heated. I got about 4 pieces here already. It looks like homemade, like when your mother used to make it. Simple and not too perfect looking. When she's in a hurry, she doesn't have much time, and she cooks for you with all love, even though it doesn't look like perfectly symmetric. But you like it very much. You come home from the cold, hungry, and the aroma from the kitchen makes you feel so appetized. Yeah, and you're eager to eat anything Mama cooks. That's how it is. If when you soak the rice paper, it's not very soft yet, it's still kind of rigid, then you wait a little while until it's soft before you roll it. When it's soft, you roll it like this. It's easier to make it look perfect and it will not break. If it's too soft, then it will not have a good shape. If it's too hard, it will not stick together and it might break even. If the 2 sides of the roll have some mushroom, then you just take it out so it doesn't drop into your oil too much. A little bit, okay, not too much. Better both ends of the roll that the mushroom doesn't stick out too much. It's better you do maybe 1 or 2 at a time so that the degree of softness is just right for the rice cakes. Or for the rice cake. Oh, they call it rice cake also. Okay, right. Because if you prepare it too long, too many, and it will be too soft. And don't try to get the juice from the bottom of the mixture. Leave the juice there. You take out the mixture, pot as dry as possible. The juice will sink at the bottom anyway. Okay, like that. You wrap the 2 edges together and you roll it. There you are. It becomes a nice roll like this. I think my oil is already heated. I'm gonna pop it in. Alright. Check it out, the oil. You remember how we check the oil? It is hot, You throw something in it. Like a piece of vegetable I'm sure it's already cooked. It goes like zzz, then it's already hot enough. Make sure it's not too hot, not too cold. Huh? Your oven is different. So I put one in there, and another one, and another one, and another one. You can also use cold water to soak or to soften the rice paper. It's just cold water, you have to wait a little longer, but it doesn't matter. So it's frying well, deep fry, is it? Simple. Maybe we turn the heat a little bit lower, like 2/3 of the heat, so that it will not quickly burn or overburn, overfry. 2/3, yeah. 2/3 on medium heat is fine. After the oil boils, you turn it lower like that. I'm preparing other things. Meanwhile, we let them fry until they become golden. Then it will be ready. When you roll the rice paper with mushroom, we try to push down a little bit so that the contents will become tight, yeah, and not too much air inside the roll. It's just like that, nice and tight. Always checking if the oil is hot enough or is too hot. Yeah, while you are rolling others, checking them. Make sure they don't stick together either. It would be better you don't put too many in one go. And check that they don't stick together. It doesn't matter if they do, you try to separate them. You can also try to make different shapes, like triangle shape. Also cool. All right, I think they're fine now. You have to take them out. Doesn't have to be too golden, all right? Doesn't have to be very, very golden. Put them on a plate with a kitchen towel so that it dries out the oil a little. I'll put it down there. If we don't use hot oil while we're frying, then the rolls will not be bubbling. It's just flat. If you use a very hot oil, maybe it has a little bubble surface. That's all. It's no big deal. It still can taste good. When you put them in, you put them in one by one and hold them a little separately until the outside is a little bit fried and hardened, so they don't stick together that easily. When they are still wet and you put them together at the same time, they stick together, and it's not easy to separate without breaking the tin. But it won't matter right now. It doesn't matter how it looks. Okay. And you hold them for a while until the outside harden by the fire, then it will not stick. See, if you feel like the stuff is sticking out too much, you can push a little bit both sides in. Here's a trick, so it doesn't come out too easily. Use your finger to push the stuff back inside, or use a chopstick. Doesn't matter if you don't cook it perfectly the first time, you know. Nobody does, so maybe you'll be the first one. And next time you try it again. You can try different flavors. You can use a ready-made mushroom pate from the shop in a can and paste it on and roll it and fry it. These are so nice. See, tuck it in and roll it. If it's too much, you just pull it out a little bit. And it doesn't come out, the mushroom stuffing. I push the mushroom in a little bit and then roll it like that. Any cooking oil will do, huh? It has to be olive oil. Just have fun with cooking. Experimenting new lifestyle. Veganism is a very good way to live. Fun. Yeah. Experiment. We always have to change, our lifestyle for a more exciting, more beneficial, and fun way. Yeah. Vegan can be a very fun way of cooking. Especially if it's new to you. Like a whole new horizon. Yeah, we don't always have to stick to the old lifestyle. Every day is a new day. We experience new things. Vegan food is very delicious and fun to cook. For this kind of food, the best is you eat it immediately after it's done. It tastes better that way. I have tasted some already. It's very, very delicious. And if you have too much, you can always, leave it in the fridge or deep freeze and warm it again next time in the oven or fry it quickly and eat it. I think they're all done now. And we transfer them out here to the kitchen tower. Like dry up the oil a little bit. Okay, so done. Good. The oil, because you use it only once, you can use it for saute or something. I use it once more again. Okay, I'm going to put it on the table. Hey, if anything you cook that doesn't look good, you eat them first or you hide them. Just show the perfect one, okay?
Ingredients. For all ingredients, please use organic versions if available. For the deep-fried vegan rice paper wrap with mushroom filling, the ingredients are 6 to 8 button mushrooms, coriander, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vegetable stock seasoning, a half to 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of mushroom seasoning, olive oil, rice paper, warm water, lettuce optional, dipping sauce optional, soya paste, soya sauce, chili sauce.
Benevolent viewers, today we have learned how to cook vegan mushroom wrap by using Olaxis or Vietnamese rice paper. Are you wondering how it tastes? Please join us at the same time next Sunday for part 2 of the show, when our beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai will also show us how to make vegan squash and coconut soup. Coming up next is 7 Questions from Alexander the Great, part 7 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. We hope divine light leads you on a bright and glorious path.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GOL.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/GOL.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/GOL.
Untuk resepi vegan antara bangsa percuma dan ketersediaan bahasa, sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan schedule dan suprememastertv.com/kehadapan
GOL.